Hey, I'm feeling better. I did do more videos than this, but I haven't posted them. They're short. I don't really. And basically, I didn't feel well. Just wanted to sleep and not hear anything about politics, because it feels like hearing them doing their talking points, just the Rhino version of when any conservatives are talking about it. Democrats doing this and Democrats doing this, and no, I don't want to hear it. What good is happening? What is conservatives doing? What is Republicans doing? I mean, there are news things that are, not being shared, not being communicated, that are. But, if you want to know what that is, one of them is Tennessee. I don't remember the county, but the Republican red county, red. They elected red. Those people they elected, those conservatives, decided to try and make the whole county an HOA. So that if you didn't have the right car, or you didn't park it in the right place, you couldn't build anything, you couldn't make a pond, you couldn't this, and you couldn't that. If they didn't even like your morals, they could take your house. Don't get anything. If you ever get property, and for a lot of us that is not even close to reality of happening, but if you ever, I mean this, ever avoid HOA. One, it's fine print that monthly. And in some cases, some places, they're paying $500 more, thousands. But, $200,000 house, but you're paying $500 a month to the HOA. Or you can't live there. And they can take and sell your house. Anyway, the whole county decided to try, the county committee, local government, decided, staunch Republicans, decided they were going to do that. And word got out from the office staff to emergency citizens need to show up on a massive, oh shit. And they did. The county citizens showed up. And that, for now, hasn't passed. Republicans, this is your problem. You're Democrats in a different suit. I'm doing better. I feel better. The weather is wonderful. It was 111 the other day where I used to live. 111. And that's just the temperature. That's not the feels. Texas is starting to get more and more humid. It's like Florida. It just hits you. It's hot, and sweat ain't gonna solve the problem. Other than, there's less fluid on you, I guess. But the swelling has improved on my legs. I have looked at my videos enough to notice that my voice is so baritone that the microphone has a hard time picking up on it. So I'm trying to speak a little more clearly, louder or something. And I did say my legs were swelling up since I drove off in the car. And they've stopped swelling, and they are, I think, reducing, and the swelling's reducing, but I'm not sure. We'll see. I'm sleeping well, setting up, everything. Getting in a solid 8 to 9 hours. Sit in the car all day. I have to run the car long enough to charge my cell phone, because taking it into the truck stop does not. Whatever amount of electricity comes out of those plugs that they have available, it is not enough to charge it. It would hours and hours and hours. It would take forever. So I run the car long enough to charge my cell phone every day. And I have discovered getting the good gas, that premium stuff, lasts longer. So I don't have to fill it up as often. So you can figure out whether or not that works for you in your car, to get the premium stuff and the efforts of the gas actually lasting longer and having to buy it less often. And trying to stay in my budget, less than $30 a day. Lower the better. Once again, one of the reasons I feel better is I'm not eating, because for what, me being fat has nothing to do with eating, because I don't regularly eat enough for this to be that way. And as usual, I feel better not eating. So I haven't had anything to eat in a few days now, maybe 3 or 4. Anyway, I think I ate last time I posted, which I think was the 5th. But I haven't had anything since then, just drinks. Smoke cigarettes and drinks. And which, by the way, I don't smoke the get from the gas station cigarettes very often. I do occasionally splurge on them, but I don't usually get them. They're kind of a rare thing. They're like getting ice cream or something. I get they're filtered cigars. These are Cheney. I think that's how they pronounce it. And I got Cherokee, which are cherry flavored. But they're like range between $15 and $30 a carton. You can get them online. I got them before I left. I stocked up on a bunch of it. So, got a bunch of cartons to smoke through before I need to get more. You have to be able to get packages, because you can't get that at the store as far as I know. Not that I go to the tobacco shops very often, but of the rare times I've been in there, stuff is overpriced. You can get it a lot cheaper online, and they don't have really that much selection. So anyway, $30 versus $120 or $30 or $40 and $100. That's a big difference per carton. And so I've been smoking, drinking drinks, meditating. Meditating's wonderful. I love meditating. I'm a soul. This body is on a soul. I call it inconsequential because it can't be inconvenient on me. Whereas a lot of otherwise walking around can still be inconvenient to you and make life what it's been so far. Anyway, meditating wise, I just upgrade my soul abilities and make me hurt any problems more. Just focus on hurting the problems, and I have less problems. I feel better. I'm taller. I'm at least an inch taller now. Sorry. Got something itchy in there. And, anyway, I think my life and other people's lives are improving just from hurting problems, inconvenience, evil, stupid. pain works. Um, I am someone who I don't, and I typically have not had an issue with hurting myself, but I am someone who enjoys pain. So for me, it's an improvement. For anything pissing me off, I'm confident it hurts more doing so. So I highly recommend meditating. Uh, Meditate on the future as well. The future still contends I'm getting the apartment, so we'll see. I'm feeling good today. Outside is touchable. In Texas, it's so freaking hot. I don't want it touching me. I don't want outside air, light, anything about outside to touch me. So, a big chunk of, yes, I couldn't afford Texas anymore, but I also couldn't stand the feel of it. So I moved. And I feel better here. I do. It feels better. It feels a lot better. I've been learning Russian. I started that like last year when all of a sudden Ukraine was a thing. Yeah. I don't like NATO either. Yeah. I don't like terrorists either. And both of which were coming through into Russia through Ukraine. They had the same problem with Croatia. I haven't heard a blip about Croatia since they decided they were going to deal with that. In 10, 15 years since then. Unlike us, with open borders and everything. So. The reason I wanted to learn Russian is to understand the news. Because I wanted to know Russia's reasons. I didn't trust, and I still don't, the media's version of what's going on. And I have discovered terrorism, crime, and NATO are Russia's reasons. Plus persecution, harassment of Russian-speaking people. And in Russia-wise, if you speak Russian, you are Russian. That is their main defining factor of you being Russian, is you speak Russian. Culturally, that is their qualification. And I don't have a problem with that. Wipe out Ukraine, go for it. And of course, us funneling money to them is just the Democrats money laundering to themselves. They're printing it, they're printing it, they're printing it, they're giving it to themselves, they're giving it to themselves, they're giving it to themselves. And yes, I'm still tired of politics. But that's about the only thing out there news-wise. What's going true news, anyway. If I want to watch the Gobbledygook COVID or something, too. The COVID 2 version. But... which I'm not vaccinated. I didn't get it. I have been around and roommated with people who got it. Very, very, very much got it. And I didn't so much as get the sniffles. I was fine. But I don't get colds. I don't get flus. I'm tough. I am feeling better. It's a nice, pretty day. It's not hot. The air doesn't bother me for it to touch me. It's a wonderful feeling of being able to be outside or have the door open or and it can touch you. Anyway, feeling good, not eating, saving money. It's Sunday, so you know how weekends are. There's nothing going on anything media, any platform out there. Weekends are quiet, and I'm feeling better. I haven't showered in a little bit now, but that's not unusual for me. I don't like being naked. Is some of my problem with showering every day. That's it's hard. I can't make me do it. I mean, I'll sooner shower with clothes on than shower every day. So, um, but I am gonna do that next day or two, which is pricey. It's like $20 for a shower. So, um, plus I think tomorrow I'm gonna have to refill the tank. I refill it every time it gets halfway down. I'm not one of those people that it gets close to empty. So, getting there. I've got like 3/4 of a tank. It's lasting a lot, reasonably. And I'll fill that up, take a shower in the next couple days, and continue to not eat. May continue to avoid anything about politics, though, just because it feels better. Because at this point of hearing about what they've done, short of, and I do understand the things like the county trying to go HOA. That is like emergency news wise of you really need to keep an eye on who you've elected, because they'll go demon on you if you don't pay attention. And they're full Democrats just wearing a different suit. And I don't know. Back to feeling better, meditating. I want to get back into yoga when I do get back into a place. I was getting into that for a little while, for a few months this year. I was into that, and I did feel better from yoga. It's hard for me to move around. I'm very stiff, um, and I mean, last time I weighed, and I don't have a scale now, but last time I weighed I was 240. But it's not just the weight. It's hard for me to move. I mean, that's one of the reasons it's easy for me to sleep sitting up is I can just be stiff. So, and, the more I'm dealing with stress and stuff, the more likely I am to be stiff. I get really, really just lumbering if I do move. I'm gonna hopefully work on that when I get into a place. I don't think I'm gonna do the gardening again. I did grow some plants in my last place, some potted plants, and I learned. Because I'm one of those people. They get around a plant, it dies. Just being in my presence, it died. But I was getting better, and I actually got to where I could sprout stuff. Didn't have to start with a full-fledged healthy plant for it to last any amount of days. But I'm not going to do that again. It's just maybe after some years of yoga I could do it again, but I can't move around well enough to water them regularly. And in Texas, they needed it. They would dry up and burn up. I mean, they look like they're crispy from the the Texas heat and sun. So, yeah, it's just, I feel better. Hopefully you're feeling better. Recommends, didn't mention this in one of the videos I'm not posting. Sleep masks. Wonderful. And if you need to get some earplugs, which to make it all much more comfy. Yeah, I'm doing better. I feel better. I'm doing better. So, until next time.